Well, we've got this adventure started for Rifts, so I figured why not take it the rest of the way here and let's finish this out and flesh this out to be a full adventure, and just practice using this template and just demonstrate how it kind of works, and just as a thought exercise for myself too, to get better at writing adventures for Rifts. So we left off with, we've got 2 factions, maybe 3, coalition maybe involved here. I was looking at this and thinking, I guess I mentioned last time, we had this PC goal, so we're gonna start the game, start this adventure with that as the goal: find a power cell, find the Giga power cell. So we'll say that's hidden in the ruins. I'll just write that in ruins. Now I think we need to add some complications here. Let's add some more faction stuff. So salvage, so the scavers that live in Deadwood just outside the ruins, their goal or resource they want to get is salvage, but I'm gonna put also chief. They want to return their chief, because we had said that the cyborg ogre guarding the shifter lair was a transformed former chief of the Scaver tribe. So that's what they really want. So yes, they always want salvage, but they need their chief back as well. They need to salvage before they run out of water, so that will be the clock. Yeah, we'll go with that. Over here, got the coalition. I love using these guys, as I mentioned. What are they after? I'm thinking they're hanging around, snooping around, in search of the Giga Cell too. Giga Cell, is that? Yeah, it's kind of a cool name. I'll stick with that. The Giga Cell. So their coalition eggheads back at Cheetown, whatever, have discovered these Giga Cells, and they, for some reason, whatever, historians have figured out that this area, there's likely to be some more of these specimens in this area, in these ruins. So they're going to be out here in the ruins as well. So I'll just draw kind of some more ruins, location, ruins. So the coalition are just moving amongst the ruins as well. So we'll have them run into our characters sooner or later. Barrier for them is don't know location, I guess. Barrier is searching. They're just searching for the Giga Cell. They're not sure where to find it. Like a needle in a haystack, I guess. So they're gonna start. Oh, okay. What's their timer? I'm not sure if they have a specific time, but I think one of their events will be, how about if they I think the Scavers should know where the Giga Cell is. So I'm gonna put another slash here for them. So Giga Cell. Giga Cell. So the Scavers know where it is. It's somewhere in the ruins. The Scavers know where it is. If the characters run into the Scavers, maybe they'll be smart enough to ask. The Scavers will ask for help in return, getting their chief returned to them, and maybe helping them find a cure, a way to reverse his transformation. Whatever, we can deal with that on the spot. And then they can take PCs to the Giga Cell, perhaps. The Giga Cell will be, of course, deep in, maybe somewhere near the lair. Okay, we'll deal with that in a minute. Coalition, searching. Okay, they're also, what's in their way is the Scavers. But they don't know it yet. Question mark. They will, on their clock, I'm gonna put kill Scavers. So that might be interesting. If the characters meet the Scavers and then leave to go on their mission, they may come back to find the entire tribe dead. That'd be interesting though, wouldn't it? This will all play out on the clock according to, I like the idea of, I'm not going to predetermine when clock ticks happen. I think it will happen on any critical failure on the player's part. How about that? So whenever they roll a 1 on a d20, I'm going to write that down. Clocks tick on PC, crit fail. So if they roll a 1 on a 20, or maybe on a percentile fail by greater than 25%. Maybe something like that. We'll see. Anytime that they really duff something, they really blow it, I'm gonna make them pay by making one of these clocks tick. So I'll maybe roll for it in the game. So that would be either the shifter would progress his plans to the next stage. The Scavers progress their situation. They've got no water, so start killing people. Maybe people start dying. The Coalition, their first clock tick is kill Scavers. I should add more clock ticks, maybe. We'll revisit that. Okay, so we need a Coalition encounter. Let's give some thought to that now. What kind of squad would we have out here? Marching around, snooping about some wilderness ruins. Well, we've got a glitter boy we want to kind of challenge, so let's go. Let's say there's 2 Samus. So that will face off against the glitter boy. 2 Samus. Okay, so I don't want this to necessarily be the big fight, the deadly fight. I think 2 Samus are good. I played out that example combat. 2 Samus were a tough fight for the glitter boy. It really took a lot out of him. So maybe I will make damaged Sam. So one of them is already damaged. And then the rest of the guys, the Crazy and the Burster, will fight grunts. The Burster will take on maybe 1 grunt. The Crazy grunts, couple. I don't know, he can't handle too many either. It's got to be a squad of them though. Let's continue on considering what the other 2 guys could do. The Coalition Tech, and the City Rat. Their skills. What are their skills? Take a look. Pull up their skill lists here. City Rat has prowl, acrobatics, swim, climbing, scuba. That's interesting, isn't it? Swim. Okay. Swim. How about that? Okay, we're gonna use. Let's make this interesting. A little off the wall. Let's use the swim skill for the City Rat. So that tells us that the location will involve water. Okay, so where is, let's say, pond, lake. We'll say pond. Flooded area in the ruins. When we'll run into these guys, I don't think we care. It'll just be when it happens. And I'll describe the scene that so these guys will come up on a 6. I like having the numbers here. Sometimes I just roll randomly. So that'll be okay. We'll just put a star there for when they encounter these guys. So it can be anytime I see fit, or I can roll it randomly. That'll be interesting. So that paints an interesting scene. There's some water. They come across this platoon, this squad of coalition soldiers around a pond or a flooded out pit of some sort. And okay. There's 2 damaged Sams. That's for the Glitter Boy. How about coalition grunts? There's we will have the ambush. We're gonna get an ambush. I'll put PC's ambush, so they'll get the jump on them anyways. So that is the situational boon or bane in this case. There's a whole squad of these guys, so I've got to equalize this and encounter a little bit. So the crazy will get like 4 grunts. The burster will get like 4 grunts, so that'd be 8 grunts. Right? We'll just say something like that. Question mark. Some of them, they're not all gonna fight to the death either. So if we just start taking them out, a couple might surrender. That'll make for an interesting social encounter too. It'll turn into a social, or the PCs could just exterminate them outright, I guess. And the coalition technical officer, what can we challenge him with? Let's see what he's got for skills. Let's just go off of that. Oh, radio scrambler. Let's go with that. Scrambler. So somehow he just happens to be maybe monitoring his radio and picks up. Oh, having coalition background. That's interesting. He'd make a scrambler roll, and I guess it'd be quite possible that he could descramble their encrypted frequencies. I don't know. We'll say. We'll just hand wave him that. We'll say that, yeah, he picks up some intelligence. Oh, wow. He's actually, does he have intelligence too? Surveillance. He's got surveillance. Intelligence. Somebody has intelligence. Yeah. Okay. And intelligence. The Glitter Boy has intelligence skill. Scrambler and intelligence. Maybe intelligence roll help them determine their movements or where they're going or whatever. But this will okay. So the scrambler attempt, if he can make that, that can make the ambush even better. Scrambler. How can I record this for my own notes? PC's ambush. Thanks to scrambler. Roll. Okay. That'll be an interesting encounter, hopefully. Okay, we got, yeah, the ruins. Okay, so we got some ruins here. We're gonna put like a pond. Ruins. Pond. And I'm gonna underline that so I see that. Can't forget that they're at the pond area. There's got to be water, some murky water, and that would be a great spot to maybe consider another monster. Let's take a look at our good old Rifts. Oh, the Devil Serpent Tongue, I love that thing. The Rifts Bestiary. Devil Kraken. Demon the Sound. Sea. That thing is probably in the sea, right? Depth tolerance 5 miles, yeah. So it likes the deep. Oh, interesting. Devil eel. Alright. Now we're talking. Devil eel is versatile, ruthless predator. Okay. Okay, this is good. This thing is going to be in the water. This is awesome. Okay. What is it? Devil eel. I'll get the rest. I'll get the stats later. I don't know if it'll be appropriate, but I'll do that off screen. So where? At the pond. Flooded area. When? I'll just leave that open. Yeah, that's funny. Devil eel. Okay, so he'll be in the pond. That's fun. Okay, so we can get a whole different fight going on there. Can be used against the characters or the coalition. If the city rat's knocking guys in, maybe he can prowl. I'm gonna write that too. Swim / prowl. He'll prowl up and start knocking guys in, kick them in. Maybe he'll end up in the water, trying to subdue them if he can actually swim. That's gonna really suck for the coalition soldiers because they probably won't have swim. Let's take a look at take a quick look. The coalition grunt skills. They don't get swim, do they? They get climbing, but not swim. So it would just be an elective or whatever, a secondary. Oh yeah, they 2 additional. Yeah, okay, so they no, we'll say that they're probably not gonna have swim skills, so that'll be fun. They got their environmental suit, so they're not gonna drown immediately, but they'll be thrashing and sinking and being attacked by a devil eel. That's gonna be good. That's fun. Okay. So we've got our whimsical encounter, we've got our twist. Okay, and I was thinking maybe... Okay, so everybody's trying to get the Gigacell. We've got, yeah, Gigacell. We've got 3 people after the Gigacell. Okay, we've got this shifter summoning DBs. I'm thinking there is a faction of these DBs. Okay, summoned, I'm gonna put summoned DBs. Not sure what they will look like right at the moment. I can maybe stat a couple out later on a index card or something here. Got a bunch of these things. I think some of them escaped. I'm gonna write that. Escaped summoned DBs. So there's a few of them, and they're out in the ruins. Their location is in the ruins. And their goal is to free the DBs. Free the DBs. Stop the sacrificial ritual. Get the DBs out of there. Kill the shifter. Whatever they gotta do to free the DBs. The barrier is going to be just the shifter, I guess. Can't think of anything else. That seems the obvious. Yeah, their timer is obviously Equinox as well. Extra reward. What can they offer? Constraints, extra reward. No. Nothing much to add, I guess. So that's just another interesting third party who will be neutral to the PCs. They can fight if they want, or they can befriend the DBs. Okay. I'm gonna add them to the clock of the coalition. If the coalition finds them, they will kill DBs up there. Just another scene for the PCs to encounter. If they never get to meet these guys, and the coalition already gets to them, just find a small encampment of slaughtered DBs. Oh, the constraint when they fight the coalition, I think I'm gonna add that. Constraint will be in the PC's favor. PCs get the drop. They get the drop on them. I was thinking also maybe the Samus are flying overhead, just kind of doing Overwatch a bit for the ground troops movements, and that's when the Glitter Boy picks them up on his radar, and or the coalition tech can use his scrambler radio ability to maybe listen in on the radio transmissions. Okay, Scavers, and we'll have another one here. Escaped DBs. Escaped DBs. Where? In the ruins as well. And they can come at any time. Same as the Devil Eel. Well, no, he has to be at the pond, but anyhow. Okay, so what have we got here? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I haven't encountered out, like thought out the encounter with the big bad evil guy, the final encounter. Okay, so without him, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Devil Eel doesn't count. He'll be probably at the same time as these guys. So say 4 encounters, kind of random-ish encounters. The Cyborg Ogre as will be at the lair. Okay, and then the bad guy will be 5 encounters. Yeah, that's enough for an adventure. That'd probably take a couple sessions, couple 3-hour sessions to play through, actually. Get some good combats going. We'll call that an adventure. String a few more of these together, we got ourselves a campaign, eh? Okay, so, where? Lair. When? Whenever the PCs get there, so they will be fighting the Shifter. The Shifter, Doc Shade. This is after they get past the Cyborg Ogre. Yeah, we could have mixed them. That could have been all in the same combat. Oh well, I already figured out that the Cyborg Ogre and the Cyber Snakes will be at guarding the lair entrance, so okay, we're gonna have to come up with 2 okay, just a whole new encounter to challenge the whole party. So what's gonna challenge Glitter Boy? Oh, okay, I know. Okay, he can't get in there with his suit. That'll make it interesting. So we'll have the constraint here will be, oh man, that's gonna suck for the Glitter Boy. He won't want to do it, but he's done the whole rest of the adventure in his suit, his power armor. So for the final showdown, he's okay. No power armor for the Glitter Boy. Oh, that feels mean to do, but gotta do it once in a while. Let's do it. The crazy, nothing special perhaps. Maybe just more cyber snakes. Yeah. I like that. We'll use them. I gotta stat those out. That's just my creation. More cyber snakes for the burster. Actually, let me check his skills. We haven't made you say any of his skills. He'll be living on his fire abilities, which I'm sure he's fine with, but he's got dance. He's got fiddle, dance. I like this guy. Oh, he's got literacy. Okay. Let's use literacy. In the showdown, there's going to be a literacy check for the burster. Literacy. And that will be because there is maybe let's say that there's he can okay, there's experimental so the cyber doc shade. Okay, so yeah, these guys are going to be fighting Doc Shade and the Shifter. Doc Shade will be the Glitter Boy pilot fighting, and we'll say the Shifter. I'll just go like that. It doesn't really matter if the Glitter Boy is specifically fighting Doc Shade and the Crazy is on the Shifter. Doesn't really matter. The Shifter will make him a high enough level, competent enough with enough spells to be a bit of a hassle to the whole party, so Doc Shade can just be doing some running and gunning maybe. But the burster, if he can make a literacy check, Coalition Tech could probably do that too. No, he probably can't read. We'll say he can't read. I don't think he has the skill anyways. Let me see. Yeah, no, he doesn't have the skill. Can you do? Oh yes, he does. 50%, so he could do it too. But we'll see. We'll just leave it here for the burster, so that makes me remember. I'll mention to the burster's character that he notices a sign to release. Okay, so it'll be open. So he's doing biological experiments. Put open bio chambers, bio tanks, and that's just gonna spill out goop into the room. Literacy to open bio tanks, so he can just totally just change the landscape for the better or the worse. We'll see how that plays out, but he can use some props anyways in the scene to make the encounter interesting. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. And the Coalition Tech and the City Rat, they're gonna be kept busy by the Shifter and maybe the Cyber Snakes as well. So it's just going to be a crap show over there. It'll be a real... they'll probably be outnumbered quite well there. Some cyber snakes. I can just keep making them... come. They just keep coming. Crawling out of nooks and crannies, I guess. Doc Shade will have some means of controlling those cyber snakes. He's like a mad scientist, adding cybernetics to all kinds of experimental stuff. Snakes to DBs, maybe. They're experimenting on DBs, probably, that he's summoned, that the Shifter summoned. That's going to be interesting. And we should make sure that Doc Shade gets away, actually. He won't be a heavy hitter in the combat, probably, but he'll just slip away, maybe. The Shifter will probably be the main target of the PCs, probably. I'll make him the most dangerous one, certainly, with his spells. Okay. Okay, so we got that thought through. I think that's good. I think that's a whole adventure. There we have it. All right. So that's levels, level 1, character level 1, date, whatever. System, Palladium Rifts. Best Rifts, in my opinion. I don't know. I haven't tried the Savage Worlds, I shouldn't say. Can't make a judgment call on that one. Okay, there we go. GM is me, Captain Clyde. All right, and there we go. There's a fleshed out Rifts adventure for level 1 characters. Roll on.